Could it be there's an emotional reaction keeping you from reaching your goals in life without you being clearly aware of it? And if so, what are some steps you can take to free yourself? Let's find out in this two-part video. You've probably heard of fight or flight. These are two instinctive reactions we share with other mammals, as well as more primitive types of animals such as reptiles. Over the course of evolution, these behaviors have been key to keeping us animals alive by allowing us to react in a split second to any signs of danger we perceive. These reactions are automatic and unconscious. They take away the conscious control we have over our body. And I think they disconnect our thinking brain, meaning it's possible to be reacting like that and not be aware of it. In my videos on healing childhood trauma, I give examples from my own life of how for years I didn't recognize that my consciousness was getting disrupted by these reactions and all the troubles this was causing me. In this video, I give tips for recognizing these reactions in yourself so that if you need healing, you can get started on that faster than I did and enjoy your life a whole lot more. In addition to fight and flight, there's also the freeze reaction. Peter Levine explains that our nervous system triggers the fight behavior if it looks like we have a chance of fighting off whatever seems to be attacking us. And it triggers fleeing behavior if that looks like it's the best choice for staying alive. You might have seen dogs flip-flopping between the two, totally confused, and this can happen to us as well. In his book, Healing Trauma, that I highly recommend, because it explains all this very clearly and also explains how to heal, Levine says that when neither fight nor flight look like viable options, the third and more primitive behavior of freezing gets triggered. That's what turtles do, retreating in their shell and staying there until the attack is over. In gazelles about to be caught by lions, it looks like they're fainting. And sometimes it saves their life if the lion thinks the prey is dead and doesn't bother killing it and takes its time to eat it or carry it away. Because while the lion isn't paying attention, the gazelle can wake up and run away. Us too, we can faint or get close to it, and it may seem like we're just daydreaming, especially when there's no apparent life danger around. That's the whole problem, that these very strong reactions can get triggered in everyday situations where we don't consciously recognize any danger. And then we wonder why it's so hard to get this or that task done, why we seem to get distracted each time we start on writing this paper or making this call or whatever. Pete Walker calls these emotional flashbacks, when from simply hearing a tone of voice or from a certain smell or an unexpected touch, we are emotionally thrown back to a past experience that we might not recall consciously, but that was still strongly imprinted in our memory. There's the well-known example of soldiers who, upon hearing a car backfire, are thrown back into a combat situation. In that case, it's pretty clear what is going on, because usually these people can readily identify the life-threatening situations they've been in, even though they might be reluctant to talk about them with people who don't understand what it's like. But most of us who haven't been in a war or a train wreck or life-threatening situations that firefighters and police and other emergency personnel witness, we can still have similarly intense reactions get triggered if we've lived situations that may not have looked so dangerous to others, but to us at the time did look extremely dangerous. Like our life was in danger, and we found ourselves overwhelmed and helpless to protect ourselves. You might have difficulty remembering how terrified you were when mom or dad or whoever it was did those things that scared the life out of you. But those memories are still there, despite being hidden behind walls of forgetting or denial maybe. There's a fourth reaction that Pete Walker calls fawn. I find that appease makes it clearer what we're talking about. It's the submissive way, for example, a dog behaves towards the leader of the pack. For humans, what's called people-pleasing.